Hello, St. Rayfield. This is Father John. We are here to start talking through the Mass guidelines, the guidelines that we'll be using when we resume Masses on Monday, May 18th. So, we're going to be doing a series of videos over the next few days talking about the different things that are in the Mass guidelines and helping to explain them through this medium of video and audio communication. So the guidelines first ask the question, who may come to Mass? And of course, we always want to welcome anyone to Mass. There's no ID check at the door or anything, but there are some considerations we need to keep in mind because as the churches begin to reopen, as life begins to reopen a little bit, we need to continue to exercise caution. So the first thing that needs to be reminded is that the Archbishop has extended indefinitely the dispensation from Sunday Masses and from any holy days of obligation. So the nice news is that if you can't make it to Mass, it's not a sin. I don't need to get to confession. If I've been exposed to anybody or been around anybody who has the coronavirus, I need to not come to Mass for 14 days from the time that I was with that person. So the self-quarantining for 2 weeks as has become pretty standard now. And also if I'm experiencing any symptoms of the coronavirus, and again, there are many great resources out there to kind of help to explain those, I should not be coming to Mass. We also ask that if you are choosing to come to Mass, before you come, that you check your temperature. If you're running a fever at all, even if you think it's slight, it's not a big deal, to please refrain from coming to Mass. Again, this is just for everybody's safety. It may be nothing, it may just be one of those things, but just please just be a little bit more careful with that. Those who are at risk because of an underlying health issue or who are over the age of 60 are strongly encouraged for their health to not come to Mass just because of the possibility of a compromised system of immunity. Certainly, it's totally understandable if you don't want to come to Mass. So everybody is welcome. Keep those guidelines in mind as you are deciding whether or not to attend Mass. Second question is, what do I want to bring? Well, the first thing I want to bring is one of these. I want to bring a mask of some kind. This is just one that I purchased, but and it kind of goes with my outfit. But any mask will do. So you have this style, and then of course, then you have the fit over your head style of mask as well. But any mask will do, but you need to have a face mask. If you do not have a face mask, unfortunately, you will not be allowed to come to Mass. We may have some paper masks available, but those should only be used for an emergency type situation, and we don't have them yet, and we may not have them by Monday, so please bring your mask from home. The other thing that you may want to bring with you is one of these, one of the Pray Togethers. So over the next couple of days, we will be removing all the hymnals and all the Pray Togethers from church. We don't want people reusing these right now, spread of germs, that sort of thing. So if you would like a copy of the Pray Together, you're more welcome to stop by the parish office and to pick one of these up. It's yours. We don't want it back. So it runs out, I think, in the beginning of June. So that you can then put it in the recycling, and then we'll have the new ones available for you to come to the parish office and pick them up. So you might use to Pray Together, maybe something on your phone. If you have a paper resource for Mass, that's totally fine as well. How many people will be allowed to come to Mass? Well, any one Mass we can have up to 170 people at Mass. And we'll be going through tomorrow and explaining a little bit more about how we'll come into Mass and how we'll make sure we are at that 170 number. But it's just something to keep in mind that we may run into a situation at a Mass that we hit that 170 number, and unfortunately in that case we may need to close the doors and just to say, would you please come back at another time for Mass, and unfortunately that we are full right now. Which brings up the next question. What is going to be our Mass schedule? Well, Monday through Saturday, our Mass schedule in the morning will be the same as it has been for a long time. It will be at 7 a.m. Mass. There will be no 8 a.m. Mass until the kids begin to come back to school, hopefully in August. Our Sunday Mass schedule will start on Saturday evening at 4:30 p.m. And then on Sunday morning, we will have an 8 a.m. and a 10 a.m. as we always do, but we're also adding a 12 noon Mass. So we aren't sure about the 10 a.m. Mass, if we'll have enough seats for everybody, so you may want to consider coming to the noon Mass. This Mass schedule is what we're going to start off with, what we're going to try. If it doesn't prove to work out, we could certainly move things around and that sort of thing to try to find a little bit better schedule that will accommodate people. But this is what we're going to try for right now. So those are just some of the guidelines. Those are some of the preliminaries to kind of start thinking through as we prepare to come back to Mass. And we'll be back tomorrow to talk through some more of these guidelines. These just got sent out a little bit ago on Flock Notes. And they're also available on the parish website, so we do encourage you to read those on your own time, and certainly contact us if you have any questions. God bless you.